So, to get things started, this study is entitled Art as Means of Survival, the Lived Experience of Freelance Underpaid Art Students. It is well known that not every student is capable of financial fulfillment, hence why we the researchers conducted a study on the experiences of freelance art students, specifically underpaid artists, who use art to financially sustain themselves. So, in the statement of the problem, the purpose of the study is to recognize the experience of the artist with a maximum of 5 years of experience in the field of art as means of financial support. Specifically intended to address the following questions. Firstly, what are the struggles of underpaid artists who do freelancing as a means of their financial support? Secondly, what are the coping mechanisms of student freelancers on being underpaid in art freelancing? And lastly, what phenomenon had caused underpaid artists to continue making artworks despite the struggles? We, the researchers, formulated these questions as it will give us a better understanding of the struggles and experiences of underpaid student graphical artists who do freelancing.
In our study, we used the coping theory formulated by Richard Lazarus and Susan Folkman, which focuses more on coping strategies that is centered on one's emotions, the problem itself, and the other factors affecting it. When further expanded into a microanalytic approach, these strategies are divided into 8 categories, which are self-controlling, confrontative coping, seeking social support, distancing, escape avoidance, accepting responsibility, positive reappraisal, and planful problem solving. These are the strategies often used by student graphic artists when facing problems in their work field. The struggles they face affect their career, their motivation, and their passion in general in the things they are doing, such as being underpaid and managing their time wisely. It is their tendency to know the reason behind each struggle and problem in order for them to know how to cope up and know how to resolve this. Now, for our conceptual framework, it will involve 4 elements. The researchers will first gather information from the student freelance graphic artists who have experience being underpaid in their work field, which will determine their coping mechanisms in facing these struggles and their motivation or the reason why they chose art or graphic arts as a means to earn money, which will now result to the lived experiences of the student graphic artist in freelancing.
So today I will be discussing to you our research paper's methodology. In our study, the researchers focuses on the student graphic artists, on how they perform their profession as a freelance and an underpaid artists. Also on how they manage sticking with this kind of job. The researchers aims to attain the following objectives. First is their experiences as an underpaid freelance student graphic artist, and the second one is their coping mechanisms they do to deal with being an underpaid freelance student graphic artist. The researchers used a qualitative research for them to determine the real-life stories of those freelance student graphic artists. In conducting this study, the researchers used phenomenology as a type of qualitative research for them to be able to witness, know, and hear the experiences of the participants. Let's move forward to the research participants. In selecting participants for this study, the researchers used purposive and snowball sampling techniques. Purposive sampling is a form of a non-probability sampling technique that deals with a set of characteristics in choosing participants. While in snowball, it is also a non-probability sampling technique that is a chain referral, where the research participants recruit other participants for a study. The researchers limits and selects the number of participants based on their qualification on the given criteria. The researcher sets criteria on the selected participants for them to know the real-life stories or experiences of those underpaid artists. Let's move forward to the last part of methodology, which is the data gathering. The researchers must conduct interviews as a form of data gathering for this phenomenological study to know their opinions, experiences, and different point of views in life. Through the COVID-19 pandemic cases, this interview part has been cancelled. Those three, research design, research participants, and data gathering, belongs to methodology.
In this research, we will tackle everything about freelance art students. We will discuss why sometimes they are underpaid and how hard it is to be a freelancer. Here we will understand the hard work freelance art students go through just for their income. Many artists are self-employed instead of working in a large company or studio for money. Freelancing is an independent method, working wherein you work for yourself and your clients. Freelancers use art make money. Art and visual used in a color, shape, and graphic to express different ideas, concept, and imagination. There are many disadvantages of being a freelancer in the Philippines. For one, you won't have stable income unlike other works where you could be provide with a more secure monthly income.